All right. I just want to confess that I'm now realizing I overdid wide stance squats too much, thinking that you could do them as much as you have the energy to do it for and not have any problems because it seems like it's a natural movement, but it's not exactly the smartest approach to exercising legs. And I'm no expert, obviously. So I've overdone the wide stance squats, which led to overdone in comparison to narrow stance squats. Uh, and I've developed a knee injury, and it just starts hurting worse and worse. And it got annoying for the past few weeks while doing step ups on my 12-inch footstool, and I had to take another look at how I am approaching exercise because it's really gotten frustrating. I can't fight through the pain anymore on my left knee, and it feels like it's just my kneecap giving me issues or something. But I've taken a new approach to working my legs now with how I look at squats. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I need to try to work through it. No, do maybe I need to work the back of my leg more by doing more crab walks because I noticed that I was getting some temporary relief doing crab walks, working the bicep femoris, warming that up or something. It was interesting. That was my first sense of relief. I did get I did get some relief with magnets, but that didn't stop the bad let's say strength to flexibility ratio issue. It gave like I could put a magnet in my pocket and get some relief from the pain while doing step ups, but that wasn't solving the ultimate issue. Doing the crab walks and just working, trying to warm up the back of the leg, uh, was bringing some relief, but it was not solving the issue. And now I'm realizing that putting my heels together and squatting actually solves the issue. It's not a strength imbalance on the like from the back of the knee, from the front of the knee to the back of the knee. There's a strength imbalance from doing too much of the wide stance squats and not enough of the narrow stance squats. So now I've changed my approach because I am finding relief with putting my heels together and squatting all the way to the ground and coming back up and doing that. I'm noticing there's not so much pain, and it seems to be taking away the pain from the wide stance squats because I tested every so often doing a lunge. A lunge was painful, and I couldn't do lunges because of my left knee. My right knee is fine. This wasn't an even injury. All right, I don't know why the left knee injures but the right knee doesn't. But I mean, I have kind of a lopsided lifestyle. I live in this car. I'm on the left side. I can move my right knee more than my left just in the car. I'm hitting the door here. So that restriction is going to lead to some issues, but ultimately the solution, and this is premature to assume, but I think it feels like I'm on the right track. Is putting my heels together and squatting repeatedly. I'm gonna give it more time. This is a transitional phase where I'm gonna just look into doing more of the narrow stance squats. Narrow stance squats until the pain goes away. And then I can maybe overdo it with the narrow stance squats and then go back to wide stance squats and not have any pain there. It'd be interesting to see what kind of pains develop from the narrow stance squats. But I'll take it as far as the pain goes away, then I go back to wide stance squats and back and forth. Like with my squat strap, I tested out whether I could do narrow stance squats with my heels together, and I can. It's a flexible strap. It stays on my back. It gives me a stopping point where I can't squat all the way up. So I've only done wide stance squats with my squat strap, and I can do narrow stance squats. I never played around with it. I just assumed wide stance squats were the way to go. That's the only way to go. Because my knees are narrow, my feet are narrow when I walk. I thought I was satisfying like a narrow squat just walking, and that was a false assumption. I have to physically put my feet together to do a narrow squat for exercise apart from walking. So you got to change up your feet position, and I wasn't doing that until the point where my knee started hurting, and that bothered my step ups. And I wouldn't really be so offended by my bad knee if I didn't have this step up thing that's more convenient to use now. I could just drive anywhere, not this Walmart parking lot, but I could go to any park, pull out the step up next to my car and just do step ups for exercise and get the blood going that way. And when my knee hurts doing that, then we got a problem. I got to stop that pain so I can continue doing step ups. And I tried a couple of things, and now I'm at the conclusion that putting my heels together and doing the narrow squats looks to cure the knee pain so I can enjoy doing step ups to get the blood going, and eventually lead to the wide stance squats and just having a better balance there of exercises rather than just only performing a few exercises and thinking that's enough for core exercises to cover my bases, because I'm not a professional athlete. I think professional athletes would have a wider range of exercises to perform, but as somebody who likes to exercise pretty frequently, I have to also add more exercises to my repertoire, especially to avoid pain. Pain is a big indicator of doing too much of one thing. So this knee issue should go away. I'll find out in the next few weeks, and I'll maybe make a video of showing what I do for the narrow stance squats. It's pretty basic. I wanted to call it a sissy squat, but I looked up sissy squats, and they look like a different type of exercise altogether for squatting. It felt like a sissy squat, putting your heels together and squatting, but it's probably just called the narrow stance squat, I suppose. So thanks for watching.